Hello and welcome to Babcia Crafts. This is Addie. We are going to I'm going to show you how to straighten her hair today and make it nice and pretty. Basically what I did is, you will notice in the wig there are separations in there. So let me go ahead and part her hair. And you will notice here's one part of here, and it basically goes all the way over like that. Okay, and there's one here, one here, one here. There's a whole bunch of them all the way down the wig. And what you want to do is, even though Addie's hair is pretty matted when you first get her, and that's how her hair's supposed to be, but unfortunately my goddaughter does not like her hair matted. She doesn't understand why, if her friend can't get her hair done, why Addie can't get her hair done. So we're going to go ahead and work on that today. Okay, so we're going to start off with, let me just get her adjusted here. We're going to start off with that big pink comb that I had. Okay, you never want to use a little comb or a hairbrush, because that's going to be that's going to pull her hair out big time. Okay, and what you're going to do, even though her hair's nappy, you're going to start in the front with a very tiny piece like this. Okay, and you want to make sure that you take it and you're going to soak it down. Let's cover her head so we don't get water on her. You're going to soak it down with your spray bottle, or you can run her hair under the sink. Okay, and once you get that done, we're going to take our toothbrush and brush her hair out. Okay, the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know her hair is extremely long. And then you will start at the top, only when the hair is completely soaked, all the way at the root, all the way at the, as close as you can get it to the wig. And you are going to put your curling iron on and very quickly run it all the way down to the end, and then do it one more time and hold her hair at the root so it doesn't pull. And then you'll take your toothbrush and brush it out. And then you'll go to the next section of hair. Okay. And once that's soaked, alright, just brush it out. Put the curling iron. You want to do this fairly quickly and with not a lot of pressure. Grab it at the root and pull it straight up. And then brush that piece out again. And if you notice it's still nappy or tangly or has that curl, you want to just go over it again, but make sure that it's completely wet each time that you do it, because if you don't, you might burn her hair. Another thing, the curling iron is only on half of the heat. I don't turn it all the way up because I don't want to burn her hair. Okay, so we'll move on to the next section here. And she still has a little bit of that nappy wave in there, so that's why I figured, well, we can do this again. Okay, get the towel up there. We don't want to get her eyes wet. That's also another reason why I avoid soaking their head in the sink. Plus, that's hard water. Hard water is not good on doll's hair. This is regular distilled water from a water bottle. Okay, so go ahead and put that at the base. And if your curling iron is too tight and it's doing this pulling thing, you want to just push on it a little bit so it's not grabbing the hair and pulling it too hard. Okay, and then basically you'll get to a point to where you see in her wig, you'll see this, where you'll actually start to, right after you get past the bangs, okay, and this does start to go easier as you go through her hair. You'll notice this half circle right here, okay, And I just take it section by section. So after that section's done, I put a clip in, and then I just start working on the next section. And I just pull it up. There we go. And put her other hair to the side with another clip or a rubber band or something. And after that's clipped and out of the way, I can start working on the hair that I separated. So we'll go ahead and spray that down, and we're going to just work on one tiny section. So separate it, brush just a thin section of it with your toothbrush all the way at the root and up. And you'll hear a little bit of a sizzle, but that's okay. And you'll basically do that throughout her entire head. When it's done, brush it again with the toothbrush, or American Girl has a brush that's kind of like this. I don't personally like it. I like the toothbrush better, but you can do whatever you please. And then once her hair is all done, we're just going to make sure we keep her nice and clean. You'll let her hair dry after you brush it. And I just brush it with a toothbrush, or like I said, you can use this brush. Always start at the ends. Okay, we're going to start at the ends. Brush her hair out. After you've done the curling iron throughout her entire head, I don't want to ruin my goddaughter's doll, so I don't want to keep doing her hair. This is a do it once in a blue moon. That means once, twice, 3 times tops for the life of your doll. You do not want to constantly do this. Okay, and then once you have her hair completely brushed out, you can let it dry nice and straight, and her hair will be beautiful and straight at the end. And that's my little tutorial on how to get your American Girl doll, Addie's hair straight, or any girl American Girl doll with curly hair. Do not just assume that you can do this on any of your dolls. The problem with that is that that some of the hair will melt with your curling iron. So if you're not sure, and you should always check with your mom or dad first, but if you're not sure, take a small section in the back of her head. If you don't know how hot your curling iron gets, or if it's too hot, you should always start out with as low as possible, see what the results are there. But if you're not sure, go ahead and do a small section in the back of her head first, okay, and see, because if a little bit of the hair comes out, it's not as big of a deal as if you decided to do the front of the hair and then she has a big bald patch in the front of her hair. So let's go ahead and just brush your hair out here. I can get her to sit down. And then after this, you can just braid it. The Addie had the longest of all of my American Girl dolls. It goes down past her butt, almost to the backs of her knees. So she has very beautiful long hair, and she looks quite pretty. And you can braid it any way you want. You can put twists or curls or whatever. And our next section is going to be about curling hair, and we'll do that with my other doll, Samantha. And this is the final result. Nice long straight hair, and I did like a side going braid here. Her hair is nice and straight, and the pretty part is if you braid her hair, especially in 2 braids, one on each side, and let them sit overnight with a little bit of the Mr. Water spray on it, her hair will be extremely beautiful and like that crimped look. So okay, so this is the final result here. Addie has a nice long braid.